video is a special video for my nephew and my niece Martina and Joshua. Hi guys. Sorry, I know it's taking me forever to do this video. So, I got my new Hydro Flask today. It says Oh Yoga, the place I teach in Orange. I really like it. I'm so spoiled. So, make sure you drink plenty of water always, okay? Stay hydrated, especially out there it's hot. Okay. So let's start off with a few things. We're going to do a couple animal poses that I picked out specially for you. So if you don't have a mat, just throw a towel down or a little blanket. You just want to kind of just designate a little area that is your safe space for working in your yoga practice, okay? And we're going to start off by making an L shape between the pointer and thumb. And we're going to stack them directly underneath the shoulders. So elbows, under shoulders, wrists, under elbows. And make sure you put the pressure around the fingers, outer rims of the hand, the palm, so that you're just not dumping into the wrists, okay? And then you really want to separate the shoulders. So pretend like I have a hand back here in your chest, in your between your shoulders, and you really want to press that away. Now make sure the top of the feet are long and the knees are directly under the hips. And we're going to drop the belly and the head and chest are going to come up like a cow. So think moo. And then bring it down and squeeze the belly in. Try to gaze into the belly button. And we're going to make what's called cat, scaredy cat, like we're rounding the spine. So think cow, moo, and cat, roar. Cow, moo, and cat, roar. And you just adjust the hands where you need to when you need to. And you just roll back and forth. Try to gaze into the belly button. Really separate the shoulders when you come into your cat like a really scaredy cat. Alright, nice neutral spine now. We're going to wag the tail like a happy puppy. Head one way, hips the other. Like a little puppy, happy, like a little chase. Alright, let's bring it down. We're going to bring the knees together, the feet together, and we're going to sit back. Uh-oh, we're going to squish the belly. It's going to be hard to breathe, so reach the hands out. Oh! And just reach. Maybe come up a little bit so it's comfortable, and maybe we drop those hips down. Maybe we send it back. Maybe you walk the hands up a little further so when you drop down into your cobra snake, it's a little easier to get back. So we're going to go from child to cobra. Another name for child's pose is dead bug. Think of a bug that is crunched up here on the ground. And then as you come into your little snake, you can bend the elbows a little bit like a cobra. Like, don't ask me to do that again because I don't think I could. Alright. So if you want to hang out here and just let those hips drop and just shimmy it out, you can. I have a really tight low back, especially with all the injuries that I have, so it's really good that I stretch out my low back. And then I like to bend my elbows a little bit because my wrists hurt. So we're going to send it back. Then we're going to reach the hands back. Wiggle the fingers. And bring it up. Smile. Alright, we're going to come to the center of the tower mat. We're going to release ourselves onto the feet. And the hands are going to come onto the thighs. And we're going to walk ourselves up. We're going to go into camel pose. I don't know what kind of sound they make, but I do know they spit. I'm not going to spit though. Okay. Let's take the hands into a mitten, each one. And we're going to put them into a fake back pocket into our jeans that we're not really wearing. And then we're going to take the thumbs around the waist. Squeeze those elbows together. And you want to press the hips forward. So you make like a C shape, like camel. Make sure you use the top of the feet and you press them in, so otherwise you're going to tilt forward, okay? So lean back and only press and lean as far as you can, squeezing the shoulders together and elbows together. And then nice and easy, you're going to bring it down into dead bug. You can leave the hands back here. You can leave them forward. If you want to go into rabbit, you can grab the heels and grab the forehead and send the hips up. That's a rabbit pose. What's up, Doc? And then we're going to bring it down. Excuse me. Hands on those legs. Walk it up. Now, real camel pose, we're going to do a variation. Hand comes out like you're going to shake somebody's hand. It's shoulder level. Left hand comes down. As I send this right hand up, I'm going to pretend I have a rope that's pulling my belly button towards the ceiling. And then my left hand's going to just glide onto my left foot. Now remember that rope, so it's going to round and lift. So this is half a camel. Now, you can switch sides if that's easy, or bring it up and switch. So you really take it easy. You don't want to wreck yourself. So bring it up, maybe take it back. Bring it up, switch it out. Remember to lift the belly and chest. Now, if you want to go into full camel, you're going to reach that hand back. Right hand comes up, and as you take it up, bring the right hand back. Woo! Set it up. Okay, and then you're going to come out of that and go back into your rabbit. And bring it up and swell. Okay. Child's cat-cow, camel, cobra. Oh, let's do a frog pose. Okay. This is not an easy pose at all whatsoever. So, turn sideways, and we're going to let the knees and the feet turn out like a frog. Hands are going to come here. Now we're going to glide those legs a little wider. Ow, I know, so just calm, calm. Just look at those feet. Think about something else. Maybe Chase is running around kissing you. Now, later on, when you get a little more flexible, you're going to come down to the elbows. Okay, but this is called a frog pose. If this is too much, we can always do a half a frog, and I'll show you that right now. Hands come out of the chest. You're going to pop yourself back up into the way you came. Okay, let's go into half a frog. So we're going to bring ourselves onto the belly. Okay? Forearm's going to come in front of the chest. And the left leg's going to come back. Reach back for that left leg and pull it towards the glute. Lift the chest. If you want to bring it out sideways, you can. There's a little more of a stretch on the outside leg. Or just keep it in here. And then switch it out. Very good. And remember not to sink in the shoulder and do this, right? You really want to make sure that you're up and you're straight, you're reaching back, you're lifting the chest. It's all about posture. Keeping the bones stacked. So right now my elbow isn't under my shoulder. It should be. So nothing hurts. So this is a little Sphinx pose. So forearms out in front, fingertips reaching wide. You're going to grab the ground, inhale. Lift the chest as you're grabbing the inside of the mat. Reach the toes back. If it hurts too much to keep the neck tweaked out like that, remember to lift the shoulders. Just keep it straight. Just making space in the outside shoulders and the chest. And then bring it down and rest both hands and rest the forehead. You can bring the feet up and swing them windshield wiper. All right. Sometimes I like to hum when I do yoga. I don't know why. It's soothing to me. Everybody has their thing, I guess. Okay, so those are the first 8 poses I wanted to show you. I am going to show you one more using my yoga ball. I don't know how if you have a yoga ball at home or not, but you can also sit on the edge of the chair or couch, okay? So there's a couple of poses besides this one that I love. Okay, let me get off track. Alright, bring it around. I'm going to show you what it looks like to sit on it sideways. You see how nice and tall and long my spine is? Okay, I want to make sure my bones are stacked. So even if you're sitting in a chair, you're sitting tall. Bellies are pulled in, knees are stacked over ankles, legs are hip width distance apart. Now from here, if you have a little ball, oh darn, that's a little weight ball. We don't want to use that, do we? You get a little ball. This is a little 5-pound weight ball. So you can get like a little soccer ball or a basketball, and then you're just going to take it up and bring it down. And take it up and bring it down. Okay, I'm going to turn around so you can see what it looks like forward. My knees are stacked, and I'm bringing it up and down. So you really want to pull the belly in, make sure that you're steady. Now we're going to hold it up here, and then we're just going to twist over to the right. Bring it back to center, and then twist over to the left. Bring it back to center, and take it to the right. Bring it back to center, and take it to the left. Now you want to continue those for about 5 to 8, okay? Everything that I've shown you, you want to do 5 to 8 times, okay? Poses in and out. And relax in between, you know, take 5, maybe it's like, oh, my arms, okay. Take 5, rest down, and then start again. You don't have to push through it to where everything's aching and tired, okay? Cool, so let's take this last ball up. And this time we're going to bring it down over towards the outside of my right toe, and then we're going to bring it up. And then we're going to take it down over to the left side, my left toe, and bring it up. So when you're bringing it up, don't just use the arms and swing it up. Use the abs, pull your body up, and send it down controlled. Okay? And then just do 5 to 8 of these. And you do them slow and controlled according to your body. Okay? Very good. Now if you have that ball, you can squeeze it between the legs. Bring the knees in. Then we're going to squeeze and release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. Think of cracking walnuts. All right. Okay, so I've shown you guys a couple of things, a couple of poses. Do them 5 to, like I said, 8 times if that works. Let me know what does not work for you, what you didn't like, if you have any questions on some of the poses so I can explain it a little more in detail if you weren't sure. The last thing is, you've seen me on my yoga wheel, so it really depends on how stiff your low back is, since I have a lot of injuries on my back, and from discs to sciatica to L1, S1, I mean from car accidents and things like that haven't healed, and when you get older they really do, they build up scar tissue. So moving on a daily basis for me has really become something I need to do. It gives me more freedom to be able to enjoy my life. Otherwise I wouldn't be very mobile. So if you want me to show you a little bit about the ball, I will. I don't know if you have one at home or not, but I love it. I started there and then I graduated to the wheel. So again, feet hip distance, I'm going to roll back and just allow myself to mold to the ball. And then maybe just here I'll just rock and roll a little bit. And you really have to use your abs and gain your balance, right? Otherwise you'll roll off. And then I'm going to take my hands carefully and try to find the ground. Yeah? And then roll onto the hands. And then roll back onto my feet. So I'll get a little more centered for you guys. See if you roll down too fast. Yeah. And then you're just going to take your time. And then once you start to build a little strength in your wrist bones and your abs, you'll be able to balance on your ball Yeah? Ooh.